what, baby? I'm about to show them what a boss really about. What you here for? Strictly business. I'm bossed up. I'm bossed up. I got boss in my IV. Just check my ID, and that's why I be the HNIC. People despise me. My services ain't free. Ain't trying to hear your story, homie. Cop me, no please. In high school, corner, quarterback. Nowadays, corner, quarter sack. Keep that on the low. Rappers turning into rats. Try snitching on they self. DEA ransack.
What's good? What's popping? It's your boys. You know what kind of day it is. It's a football Friday. It's gonna be a little dicey today. We're gonna have some football. We're gonna get into some talk. It's gonna be a little bit of basketball. A little
hoop. Not too much. A little hoop.
Yeah. Because we got, I'm gonna have to put on my cape again, defend my man Stephen A. Smith. I'm gonna have to do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where did you want to start at particularly? Because I know it's been a lot of things in the news as of lately. I know Stephen A. and Monica McNutt had a little back and forth. So are we starting with Uncle Steve? We going with my boy Uncle Steve? Because I listen to his podcast. I'll be tuned into the Stephen A. Smith show.
We're gonna start there because that's gonna transition into the meat and potatoes of what we're gonna talk about today. So it's gonna start. That's what spawned this episode for today. So yes, let's start with Uncle Steve.
Most definitely.
So for the most part, everybody understands what happened with Monica McNutt and Stephen A. Smith on First Take. Mm-hmm. I find it crazy that once again we got people talking nuts on his platform to him, and it's just a matter of disrespect. We can't have that continue. I just think it was out of place. Now, with the Angel Reese, if you watch PVT last night, they had a great show about the Caitlin Clark Angel Reese situation. I tried to jump in, couldn't do it. My cellular stuff wasn't going. Hold on, here we go. Michael B is in the building.
Hey, DJ Micah B is in the building. What's up with my boy?
Yeah, you're lucky. I might need you up here today. So, where do you stand on the conflict?
Well, first and foremost, with the whole Stephen A. Monica McNutt thing, Monica was wrong. Let's just keep it a bean, okay? We're not gonna sugarcoat nothing, right? Because when talking about somebody who was boasting or putting in the forefront, or somebody who was advocating for women's sports, it was none other than Stephen A. Smith, right? And I think a lot of people forget
right now.
A lot of people forget the fact that Stephen A. and Kobe partnered together to really start to push forward this WNBA talk, right?
Can you say that again, please, just so you know?
Oh, people to hear me.
I don't think they heard you. Yeah, I don't think they heard you.
Okay, because I don't know if you guys remember prior to Kobe Bryant passing, rest in peace to the great Kobe Bryant, him and Stephen A. had an ample plan to push forward the narrative talk that was women's basketball, right? And this is the reason why a lot of people began talking about women's basketball in the first place, is because both of those guys actually started to push that conversation forward. From Stephen A. bringing the WNBA commissioner on, having multiple WNBA either current players or past players on his on First Take to talk about what's going on in the season. Kobe Bryant in the forefront, pushing his daughter to go to UConn and having that special relationship with UConn's head coach Paige Beckers, and understanding just how that relationship dynamic works, and him going to WNBA games, going to Breonna Stewart games, going to Aces games. Like, them two were kind of the start to this whole push, this whole wave of a lot of these fans. So I think in regards to that situation, it's just, I think a lot of respect does need to go towards Stephen A's way, because he is one of the ones that has been talking about this for the longest time. And I get that what she's saying, on your personal platform, but at the end of the day, First Take is his platform. Right. Like, First Take is his platform. He's the executive producer of the show, right? He has all creative control of the show. He channels in what content is being made. He channels in what content is not being made, what we're talking about, what we're not talking about. So First Take, although it's not the Stephen A. Smith show, which we get is a different other entity, part of his own company. But First Take is his show. Like, let's not be confused about it. Like, he has the most creative control over it. So as far as her saying, oh, well, you've never talked about it, or you could have talked about this 3 years ago on your personal platform, or she's talking about you, Stephen A. He's like, he personally has. I don't think your beef was with him, and your beef is with other analysts and other newscasters who are trying to push this narrative that it's Caitlyn versus the league and it's the vets versus Caitlyn when they haven't been covering the league. That's the people that you need to be talking to, not Stephen A. Because Stephen A. has been the one that has been in the forefront for years now, and I think it's time for people to really understand. Like, they can go, like he said, y'all can go right back to tape. He got it.
And another issue is Monica McNutt. For most people, they don't even know she played in the WNBA.
This is true.
Like, he's opened up his platform to several different women to get their shine, to get their voices heard, to get their points across, and all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
So to turn around and you kick his back in and be loud and wrong about it is messed up to me, because you've been on the show, Monica McNutt. Have you brought up the WNBA personally yourself?
He alluded to that. I'm not gonna
Like,
lie to you, bro.
And do you know? And the reason why that is because y'all, the WNBA is its biggest problem, and the women and the people who support it are the fire that fans it. The WNBA, in my opinion, I got to put that out there, is stuck in a time warp. And y'all don't know how to get out of it because you refuse to listen. Two things can be right. The new fans can be coming because of Caitlin Clark, because of Angel Reese, because of Cardozo, because of Carmela,
which
Cameron
is
Bink.
perfectly fine, everybody.
That's fine.
That.
That doesn't make them the best players in the league, though. They make them the most popular players in the league. Doesn't make them the best players in the league. And once y'all can make that distinction, you need popular. When Michael Jordan came into the league, he wasn't the best player in the league in 1984. He was the most popular player in the league, but he wasn't the best player in the league. Like, we got to understand that. Those two things can be right. The problem the WNBA is having at this moment in time, y'all don't know how to market your game. You don't know how to present it to the masses to make it digestible. We don't want to watch choke slams and illegal hits on players. Unfortunately, we stopped that in the 80s and the 90s. Basketball has evolved. The NBA has evolved. You're supposed to mirror your game after that. Caitlin Clark is the mirror. You know who else is the mirror? The best player in the league that y'all do not talk about. A'ja Wilson. Okay? A'ja is the stretch five in the WNBA. She changed her entire game. The way she's playing now is not how she was playing 2 years ago. And if you were watching the games, y'all would know this, y'all would see this, y'all would look at the Aces, you would look at the Connecticut Sun, you would look at the Dallas Wings and be like, that's the evolution of women's basketball. They don't play bully ball. All those girls are athletic. They play out on the perimeter. They got dribbles. They got handles. They can shoot from the outside. They can play on the inside. We can have this conversation because Mullers watched just as much WNBA basketball as I do.
This is true. And I think what Mel said is correct, right? It's because a lot of people are confused with what a lot of these women are saying, right? Like Mel said, whether you're here for Caitlin, whether you're here for Angel, whether you're here for Alyssa Peely, whether you're here for Cameron Green, it doesn't matter. My whole thing is, bro, y'all talking about the game of basketball. Like, you niggas are acting like all y'all motherfuckers who never watched women's basketball. I get y'all be watching, quote unquote. I always got to use air quotes because a lot of y'all claim to watch basketball, but y'all don't watch basketball. But this is the thing. A lot of y'all are talking about women's basketball, and y'all wasn't even thinking about women's basketball last year. That's
Exactly.
my big thing. All I just want is more exposure for these women because everybody wants to, y'all don't make enough money and stuff like that. Well, here we go. Now we're talking about it. And this is the cool part about it, right? This is the reason why a lot of people, or the reason why I brought up Stephen, or the reason why Stephen A deserves his respect, right? Is because he called out a specific demographic that was lacking, right? And he brought up numbers. This is the reason why I watch the Stephen A. Smith show. And if you don't watch Stephen A. Smith show, make sure you guys go do that. He brought up numbers.
Yep.
Why did the NFL numbers go up out of nowhere? Because women started to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Why did baseball numbers started to go up out of nowhere? Women started to watch. Basketball, women started to watch. Hockey, women started to watch. You want to know the common denominator? Women. Y'all don't support your own kind. And he's been saying this for 5 to 6 years when it comes to the WNBA.
Mm-hmm. And do you know why?
A lot of women are barely starting to talk about the WNBA now, and they are women themselves.
And me and my wife had this conversation. And this is the part of the WNBA that no one wants to talk about. But we're going to talk about it here. This is what we do. No, women like looking at beautiful women too.
They do. Absolutely.
So the WNBA has a problem of they live in equality. They want, this is why I asked, does feminism belong in sports? Not women, feminism. Understand the difference.
There is definitely a big difference.
They want equality. They want to push, we don't want to sexualize our women. Unfortunately, they're women. It's going to happen whether you want it or not. It's going to happen. It is what it is. There isn't a reason why Skylar Diggins isn't on the billboard. There's no reason for it. There's no reason Aisha Clark, Sydney Colson. I can run down.
I got a list.
I know you probably got the same list I got.
My list is made. It's laminated and everything. Like,
these women should be on billboards. They should be seen. And this is okay. We're gonna go there now. We're gonna go there now.
You remember when Dwayne Wade posed naked and everybody was tripping?
Yeah,
I know you remember when he posed naked for Sports Illustrated and everybody was tripping.
Like when what's old girl that used to play with the Aces? I can't think of her name now. The center, the big chick.
Who just retired?
Yeah.
Candace Parker.
No. She's playing overseas right now.
Oh, she's playing overseas.
The Australian chick, the light skin chick.
I was gonna say light skin. Liz Cambage.
Yeah, Liz Cambage. You have to do this. You have to do it. The Taya Coopers. We're gonna have the conversation of why Taya Cooper is not in the WNBA, and y'all not gonna like that conversation. You're not gonna like it because they build the WNBA on the league being queer, and those are not my words. Andrea Carter said it out of her own mouth. Okay,
because we're gonna get into that Skylar Diggins, Diana Taurasi situation right after this. Go ahead and cook.
Yeah, so you can't build the league on that because that's not everybody. I coach women's football, and 90% of my team, they were moms, had boyfriends, had husbands. They were super feminine. They weren't masculine women. They just were athletic. There is a demographic for that. When you look at Angel Reese, when you look at Caitlin Clark, when you look at the Taya Coopers and the Skylar Diggins and the Asia Wilsons, the Kelsey Plums, they're women. They're women too. Like, you should be able to celebrate them the same way that you celebrate the other women. It's literally, and I had this conversation on Instagram about it, and I was like, the way in society we are giving the opportunities and we're highlighting the LGBTQ community in women's basketball, it sounds nuts, but you got to celebrate the straight women too.
I mean, it doesn't though. It really doesn't sound nuts because in a world where they're trying to push LGBTQ plus, in the forefront, and I get it, right? I'm not sitting here saying that it should be in the background. What I'm saying is, what it seems like to a lot of people is they're trying to push this in everybody's faces other than just letting it happen naturally and just letting everybody be who they are, right? Because everybody, I talked about this yesterday with my wife, right? It's always an event, or it's always a big deal when somebody's coming out and, oh my God, they just came out to the whole school and they're coming out to my friend. Why does that matter? None of that shit matter. I don't care who you sleep with or who you love at the end of the goddamn day. You feel me? Like, none of that shit matters. So like, when they try to make it this big ass deal or try to make it the standard of something, it's like, well, y'all gotta understand, not everybody that's gonna come into this type of world is like that. And in high school, I seen it. In college, I seen it, right? And even in the professional world, you see it where my cousin, right? She played for the sport. She played for the Monarchs before they disbanded, right?
Mhm.
Over 80% of the team was gay. And she used to get bullied and she used to get made fun of because she wasn't gay.
Thank you. It's just why I say we got the best. It used to be the best sports show. I mean, best football show. Fuck that. We the best show. Period. I'm not, say what you want. And I was having that part of the conversation with someone on Instagram when I said, go look at the articles of the straight women that were bullied out of the WNBA for being straight. Listen to the articles of Skylar Diggins getting cut because she got pregnant. Derica Hanby got cut because she got pregnant.
Who's balling right now? Both of them actually are balling right now.
Like, they, for the WNBA to be a women's league, you don't celebrate every part of being a woman.
And that's crazy, because speaking of Skylar Diggins and her being cut, or her being literally blackballed from her own team while she was on maternity leave from having her second kid, like, everybody's talking about, oh, well, the drama of the WNBA. Like, bro, y'all don't even understand. Like, Skylar Diggins was having a whole ass beef with Diana Taurasi. Oh, literally because of her man and her having a second child. Like, that was what the beef was about, right? They started 5 games into the season already arguing. Why? It's because Diana Taurasi and Skylar Diggins, they already didn't like each other because Diana Taurasi was gay and she was the leading 3-point shooter in the WNBA. She's a legend. We all know she's going to go down as one of the WNBA greats, right? Here comes Skylar Diggins, the new booty, the new star, right? And she's young, she's attractive, she's sexy, but she's straight. She's had her first kid and she's still balling. She's about to have a second kid, and you know that she's still going to go balling out. So that's where that friction kind of starts, right? Because a lot of these gay women think that, or they feel that they put themselves or they put their work before their actual life. And a lot of the straight women are like, I feel you, but this is just my job. You feel me? Like, I have a whole other life outside of this. And
I got a family. I have a family. Like, I have a husband. I have kids. Like,
you feel me?
There's another part of these athletes. There's a beauty to. It's crazy how society loves they'll hold women up and be like, oh, well, the mom got 2 jobs and she takes care of the kids and she did. That's dope. I'm not, but the WNBA straight women are their mothers and their wives and their girlfriends. Like they have boyfriends and shit. Like,
yeah.
Why isn't that? I forgot the article. I don't know who was involved in it, but there was a team that celebrated a gay couple getting married. They showed the 2 women What's up, DJ Michael B?
Finally.
They showed the two women on the jumbotron because one player played on one team and the wife played on the other team, so they just happened to be in the same arena. So they highlighted it. But there was a player on one of the teams that was on the home team and was like, yo, like me and my husband just got married 2 days ago. And y'all didn't do that for us. And this was a quote from the team saying, well, we don't want to promote that. That's the problem with the WNBA. Marriage is marriage. If you're going to sit here and tell me marriage is marriage and it shouldn't matter who you marry, then you should celebrate marriage. Whether it's a man and a woman or a woman and a woman, you should support that.
Well, they do the same thing with childhood, right? Like when the WNBA player and another WNBA player, they have, a baby, or they get together and do a surrogate and have a baby. Everybody's it's up in arms, to celebrating. Oh yeah! Oh my gosh! Oh my God! Two strong women decided to. You feel me? But at the end of the day, when a straight woman decides to do that, it's like, oh well, don't you care about your job? Don't you care about making money? Don't you care about living in your own power and blah blah blah? And it's just like, well, why are we celebrating that but not celebrating this? And that's the reason why it's good to have these conversations, is because when Skylar Diggins is having her second child and she's coming back after to work out because she's still under contract with the Sparks, and she's getting locked out of the facility, she's not being able to use anything that the rest of her team is being able to use, even though she's still on contract. It's like that proves that there is some type of conspiracy against straight women, or against people, or against women who come into the league and don't want to fit into the norm that, oh well, I'm not going to be turned out by a whole bunch of gay women, so I'm just going to stand stout. And we see why a lot of the percentage of the league is LGBTQ, because
does anybody else, like I said, I'm gonna get to the Taya Cooper situation. Has anybody noticed that Taya Cooper has not been in the WNBA when she was dating, and I think they got engaged, but they're no longer together, engaged now. But when she was with Alvin Kamara, the second that relationship went public, she was no longer on the Sparks. I'm like, there's
currently a free agent.
And it's not like Taya can't hoop. Taya can hoop. Like, she was the number one pick in the draft for a reason. And you mean to tell me that there's 12 teams in the WNBA and she can't make none of them? That's crazy to me. It's crazy. And the league in itself, like I said, they're stuck in a time warp. They're stuck in the 80s and the 90s style of basketball. This next group of girls that are coming up over the next 5 to 8 years, and even past that, these girls are athletic, they're skilled, and they're the best thing that this league is ever going to see to this point. Like, Juju Watkins right now is better than every single guard in the WNBA.
Easily.
When Flo Wiley gets her shit together, she's another one. Going to be a problem. Like, there's this version of the WNBA needs to burn and get thrown out of the window. And I'm going to say this wholeheartedly, and I appreciate everything that the Diana Taurasi's and these older women have done to the league. But you old bitches got to get out the paint. It's time to go. It's over. It's done. Give the ball to these young girls and let them hoop. Let them hoop. It's over. The game has passed, y'all. It is, and I get it. The endorsement money is going to come and all this other stuff. It's coming, but it's coming for these young girls. It's not here for y'all. It's done. It's over. Y'all did y'all work. You kept the league afloat. Let them pick it up and move it to a whole new era. You can't be beating up on these young girls, and telling them, oh, well, the league is just tough and it's built and it's always been like that. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. They didn't do this to Asia Wilson when she was in the league, when she came to the league as a rookie. They didn't do it to Kelsey Plum. They didn't do it to Candace. They didn't do it to Candace Parker. You didn't do it.
Asia getting beat the fuck up now.
Like, yeah, like
last night. Don't play with me. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Don't, nigga, I'll come through that screen.
Yeah, like you didn't do this. So let's not act. And then this whole notion, and I hate this, and I'm gonna go back to Andrea Carter. She said it, and Kerry Champion said it, and Monica McNutt said it, and they all keep saying this, and it's a lie. It's not true. It's a bold-faced lie. The WNBA is not the best league in the world. It is not. You know how I know? Because if the NBA took their money away from the WNBA, it would fold in 3 weeks. Okay? There's a reason why these girls go overseas to play. It's because this league is not ready. This can't be the best league because it's not even the most it's not even profitable. It makes no money. So it can't be the best league. You can say it all you want. You can be as loud as you want. This is not the best league in the world. Sorry.
I mean, it can be because
it can be. It has the potential to be, but it is not that now.
It definitely has the potential to be, but I just not at this current moment.
At this current state, it is not that.
It's just they have a hard time, and this is why I said this about the Chicago Sky, in regards to not just Angel Reese, but in Camila Cardozo. Like you got two national champions on your fucking team, and y'all not rolling out the red carpet like the Indiana Fever did for Caitlin. Like this is you're considered a big market team.
Mm-hmm. They won the championship 3 years ago.
Why are y'all not rolling out the red carpet? Like why are they meeting in an auxiliary gym? You feel me? Where there's like 7 people, like motherfuckers should have been in the goddamn in the middle of downtown Chicago, bro, rolling out the goddamn red carpet.
But this goes back. This goes back to the conversation that y'all had last night when I tried to explain to people what Angel Reese said was a lie. People don't. Yes, is there a portion of people that come to watch you play? 100%. It is not on the same level of people who come to see and watch Caitlin Clark. Because if that was the case, like you just said, Chicago would have had to move and they wouldn't have been able to do it in the auxiliary gym that they were in. They wouldn't be able to do it. Like it looked like a middle school gym. And they just walked her out looking lonely and sad. Like, no, like you don't. For somebody that y'all think is a megastar, that's not what happens to them. And for Angel Reese, everybody thinks I'm a hater of Angel Reese. I am not a hater of Angel Reese. Angel Reese is necessary, but we can't overstate who and what she is for that reason. Okay? For her to say that, because of that one game, that's why people are watching. I was like, that game was very big because of Caitlin Clark, not so much because of you. You had
That's the irony. That's the irony. That's the irony in it. That is the irony in it. Just think about it. She's sitting there saying, y'all know who Caitlin Clark is because of me. I absolutely think it's the other way. It's because you beat Caitlin Clark and you played the best on your team in that game, which is still arguable that she played the best on the team.
Third best.
Right.
Arguable.
But to most people be like, hey, yeah. Well, I mean,
you said she played the best?
No,
at least second best because you have to add her
some people. That's why I said some people say she played the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, she made national headlines because she did this thing.
She had the viral moment.
Right. And she gets it mixed up in her head. I'm not saying she can't play basketball. She's a very good basketball player. But I mean, come on, man. There's levels to this.
No, she will not.
No, she will not be.
No, she will not.
No, she won't.
No, Cam Brink
is like literally steps ahead.
No, Angel. I mean, Caitlin has it in the bag. Like it's no other.
Cam Brink has it in the bag. I'm telling you, Caitlin has to shoot better from 3 and stop turning over the ball before she even touches.
No rookie in WNBA history has averaged 15, 5, and 5. Right now, Caitlin Clark is averaging 16, 7, and 5.
On what shooting split?
16, 8, and 5. I don't care about the shooting splits.
The shooting splits matter, though. You can't sit up there and say she's averaging 15, 5, and 5 when she's shooting 29% from 3 and 25% from the field and averages 5 turnovers.
She's shooting 35% from the field.
That's still not good.
Yeah, but they're all shooting 30-something% from the field.
Like that's not good.
And somebody still got to win Rookie of the Year,
But she's a guard. Those two are big.
And Cam Brink will win Rookie of the Year because of her defensive ability, because of her rebounding ability, and because
I'm actually not going to
not averaging 6 points a game.
She's averaging 8 points a game, but she has the most blocks, and has the highest block percentage, and she's up there for rebounds and rebounding percentage. That matters.
Right, and Caitlin Clark is third in the league in assists, and she's top 20 in scoring.
And she leads the league in turnovers. That matters when it comes to Rookie of the Year. You're not going to get an award when you lead the league in turnovers.
Did that stop LeBron James? Did that stop LeBron James?
Did LeBron James average 5.4 turnovers in a game?
He led in turnovers. I don't care. I don't know what the number was, but he had a lot of them.
Like, that shit matters. And even then, like, you know me, I'm not a LeBron fan. I wouldn't have gave LeBron Rookie of the Year that year either.
It should have been Melo.
Having turnovers
should have been Melo. But the point is
that low from
they don't look at the turnovers. We only started looking at turnovers when we started talking about Caitlin Clark.
That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. Because turnovers literally show how good you are of a fucking point as a point guard. If you turn the ball over more than you assist, you're not a good point guard. That's just basketball. That's not even women or men's.
She averages 8 assists a game.
And turns it over the most in the league.
Okay. That's what LeBron. No one says that about LeBron, though.
Yes, they do. That's the reason why they don't hold LeBron into such high regard.
No, they don't.
If you talk to real basketball fans,
do that.
Not LeBron fans, talk to real basketball fans.
Do they do that?
Yes,
Did that stop Russell Westbrook from getting an MVP?
No, but we talked about that too. We called him Russell Turnover.
But it didn't stop him, though, is what I'm saying, though.
It doesn't. None of that matters if it doesn't stop you. The fact of the matter is, if you're talking to actual basketball, I'm not talking about the voters who get the voting because we know they're going to vote off hype. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is looking at actual statistical differences from one player to another and understanding that player is having a statistical better year than that player. It's literally not hard. I get that she's averaging double figures in scoring, but when you have when you're leading the league on turnovers and shooting a career low from the field and 3, that does not mean you're playing good. That means you're a good player on your team, but that doesn't mean you're playing good compared to league standards. That's basketball. That's not even women to compare to men. That's basketball.
Hey, Mo, I'm gonna tell you this though.
John Stockton is a better point guard than Magic Johnson.
Some people believe he is. I don't believe he's not. I don't believe he is. But
no, because if we're gonna go assist to turnover ratio, right? That's what we're talking about, right?
Some people believe that John Stockton is a better pure point guard than Magic Johnson.
I'm talking about in mass. In mass.
Yes, in mass.
And no one listen to I can ask 10 people right now who's a better point guard, Magic or John Stockton. 10 out of 10 are going to say Magic Johnson.
You don't know that. I promise you don't know that because I guarantee some people are going to pick John Stockton. Don't listen to Boo-Wop because Boo-Wop don't like John Stockton, but there's going to be a lot of people that pick John Stockton, bro. As far as a pure point guard passing ability or pure point guard ability, a lot of people will pick John Stockton.
What does Cameron Brink average right now?
I mean, 8 points.
8 points. Okay, so in WNBA history, when it comes to Rookie of the Year, yes, I'm doing some deep diving in stats right now. Okay, so in WNBA Rookie of the Year award, only 3 players have ever won Rookie of the Year without averaging double figures. History says that Caitlin Clark is in the lead right now, even though she's having a high turnover rate. Because that's majority of history. So in order for Cameron Brink to win Rookie of the Year just on 8 points alone, she's going to have to do something crazy like average 3 or 4 blocks a game, 5 blocks a game, something, and damn near 8, 9, 10 rebounds a game. She's going to have to do that in order to win Rookie of the Year over Caitlin Clark, who's scoring. That's just the history of
And
WNBA Rookie of the Year.
she, like I said, she's top 5 in assists. She's 4th in assists.
Yeah.
None of that matters if she's shooting 29% three.
It don't matter. Okay. We're gonna, like I said, this is a football show, so we gotta get to the football portion of this. We're gonna get to the basketball part. Like I said, what this conversation led me to a deeper dive into the NFL stuff and how in 2020 there was a article that I read where there were 73 women in coaching positions and front office positions in the NFL. As of 2023, no, my bad, it was 2024. As of this year, 365 women, coaches, and front office people currently right now. Which got me to thinking, this is why I said, should feminism be a part of sports? Because when I see numbers like that, it automatically takes me to me being a black man in football. Where are the black men represented in sports and in football? And because I read an article that there was a push to have more women in sports, because I think you brought up the numbers, Mulich, about how, women grew the league and women represent the largest demographic of the sport, right? So they wanted to have visibility and what they call it, representation in in the front offices, on the practice fields, yada 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 yada. But where's the same energy, because the NFL is 90% African American? Where are those guys in the coaching staffs, in the front offices? Where are they at? Because those numbers, they can't even give you a concrete number, because I looked it up, on how many black coaches and front office people there are in the NFL. They can't even give you, there is no number for that. It's not even, they don't even research it. And for me, if we're going to talk about how players struggle post-career, to me, wouldn't it be ideal for some of these players to get into front offices? Wouldn't it be ideal for some of these guys to become scouts, to become coaches? Like, they, in the sport that they played, though, like, that's, it makes sense to me. But that's not the case. There's no big groundswell, and this is where I kind of blame it on us as men. We don't fight for nothing. We kind of just take things for what they are.
Well, we can now.
And no one stands up and says, yo, like, this is wrong. Like, why? Like, we shouldn't, in 2024, we shouldn't be like, the NFL has a record of black head coaches in the league and the number is like 5.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. In 2020.
You can't do that though. Like, and this goes with literally what you're saying right now. They're pushing a lot of women and femininity, or not just women, but more femininity in the forefront of a lot of stuff. And when it comes to femininity, the first thing they look at is women, right? So a lot of the time when men have a problem with it, right, it's, oh, there's that N word that gets thrown out way too much and way too easily that people like to overuse, right? So, oh, well, as soon as a man stands up, like, nah, I'm not rocking with that. And even though he may be thinking or maybe feeling the same way as another dude in the building or in the same room might feel, but he's just not saying nothing, right? It's always the N word, right? Oh, he's a misogynist. He's a this. He's a that, right? He's sexist. He doesn't want, and that's the conversation that it tends to lead to, other than leaning towards expertise or talking about expertise. And it's like, well, it's not misogynistic. It's just fact that he understands the game more than you understand the game because he played the game. just basing it off experience. Like him being a man and being in depth and being in the trenches of the game can give him a better form of expert or a deeper form of expertise than you being a woman. And I get it. There are women tackle football leagues and y'all do be getting down, but it's not to the level or the same intensity of men's football. So when you're talking to a 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 350-pound fucking tackle and telling him that he has to kick slide and the timing has to be right because he has a 6'6" fucking DN coming at, like, you can't, as a woman, you can't simulate that. But
I've never seen it.
Somebody else who's been in that situation can simulate that because they've seen it, not just on film, but they've seen it in real life. So they can give you real situations on how to counter it.
I remember Tampa Bay hired a woman defensive line coach. And this is when Ndamukong Suh was on the team. And she was trying to show Ndamukong Suh how to shed a block. And he looked her dead in the face and said, "You don't know what the fuck you talking about." And this is not being sexist or anything like that. I just want to understand, like, women, I don't care how many books you read. I don't care how much film you watch. If you didn't step on the field against these 360-pound niggas, if you didn't line up across from that little short motherfucker who run a 4.3,
facts,
you cannot tell me how to handle that. And it's not me being misogynistic. It's not me being toxic. You've never had to see that.
It sounds like you being realistic.
Right. Because I'll spin it back to the WNBA for right now because, you know, Kerry Champion said it. Andrea Carter said it. Monica McNutt said it. They all say, oh, well, men are covering women's sports wrong because y'all never played in it and y'all don't understand it and y'all don't know it, yada, 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 yada. Cool. But y'all sit in front of NBA basketball players and critique them.
Run it.
You sit in front of NFL players and critique them. You talk crazy. If your name is Russell in professional sports, you get shitted on and no one feels bad for them. Russell Wilson gets talked about like a dog. Russell Westbrook got talked about like a dog. What's the chick that's on Get Up?
Oh, what the fuck is her name? Shawty with the big ass head.
With the bad wig. Talking crazy about Cam Newton. Talking about, oh yeah, you sitting home watching the game just like me. Nah. Cam Newton is an MVP. Cam Newton is a Heisman winner. Cam Newton should be, in another couple years, a Hall of Fame player. That is not you. You don't see the game like Cam Newton. You can't talk the game like Cam Newton.
Underhanded for 75 yards, but that's just another.
Kimberly Martin. There you go. Thank you.
Kimberly Martin. There it is.
Thank you. My brother gave it to me. Like, so if we can't talk about women's sports, cool, then y'all should not. There's no reason why on NBA Today I am looking at Malika Andrews and not Jalen Rose.
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm tired.
Like, there's no reason. If that is the case, ESPNW was made for a reason. Take your goofy ass over to ESPNW and talk about it over there. And tell me how many people come to listen. If you're going to get mad at Stephen A. Smith for how he covers it, cool. Take your happy ass over to ESPNW, start your own show, and talk about women's basketball the way that you can do it. And you tell me how many people watch it. And don't bring no former NBA players on your show. You
only
go
WNBA.
Go get Candace Parker, go get Andrea Carter, go get Monica McNutt, all of them, Cheryl Swoops, get all of them. And y'all do a show to talk about women's basketball. if we don't know what we're talking about? It only makes sense, right?
I mean, they can't get mad when we tell them they don't know what they're talking about when it comes to man shit. When they tell us that we don't know what we're talking about when it comes to women shit. It's the same thing. Like,
it's the same thing.
What the fuck I'm talking about when you fuck you talking about?
I'm watching Kimberly Martin break down a Giants game. Like, no, like, what are you talking about? She literally said on national TV on how teams should just fold up and lose games on purpose and do like that is not how competition works. It's not how competition works.
Well, go on. Now that you're back on NFL, going back to your original point, with the diversity in front office staff with black men or black executives and things like that, it's bad when they have to lump people of color with women as well for an article and say it's 51% diverse, but they deviate away from the fact that it's only 19% for people of color. That's including men and women. And then you throw the rest of the women in there and it's 51% all of a sudden. Yep. So why didn't you write the article about that? Because that is too damn low. Mm-hmm. And it's a damn disgrace that journalism has come to this. Like, let's group them all together just to show we're diverse and people can shut up. Nah, people like us ain't gonna shut up. No, we do our research, we do our numbers. You ain't slick. You're not slick.
And Malika Andrews got to ESPN when she was 24 years old. She got her own show when she was 26.
Whoa.
Can I ask a question? This is an honest question.
Whoa.
Where is the young black man who got that break in ESPN?
It's supposed to be RG3, but they hate
No. See, but RG3 is a former athlete. Malika Andrews did not play sports.
You talking about just somebody who never played sports and
just went to school for journalism and is getting that break. He doesn't exist. Where's the Stuart Scott? Where's the Stu Scott? Where's that kid at? Where's the 20? Where is the young upstart, fresh face, black man? Shit, even white. I'll even take it if he's white. I don't even care now. Where's the young man that is getting propped up to be the next one? That wasn't an athlete. That was just a kid that went to college to be a journalist. And he just has the charisma, has the know-how, has all the things that makes a great analyst. Where is he? I know he exists, but why doesn't he get the break? The women do. She didn't have to. Malika Andrews didn't have to work at the Washington Post for 4 or 5 years, be a beat reporter, work the grimy jobs to get to where she is now. She's had to be a woman.
Go for Inquirer. She'd have to do none of this, be a podcast, be on TikTok or, nothing like that.
Why don't we? The fact that Jalen Rose does not have a job right now is crazy. Jalen Rose is the best NBA analyst there is. And I will stand on that. And he doesn't have a job. That's crazy. RG3 just got removed. He's one of the best NFL analysts that we have. He just got removed. Why is that? Like the TNT group, Chuck, Shaq, Kenny.
Not the NBA.
All gone. All gone. Like, when are we going to start looking at this as, especially black men? They're trying to exit. They're trying to X us out. Who is the male sideline reporter?
I will say one thing. ESPN did at least give Michael Smith a job when he was young, but then they got rid of him because he was being too black on TV. He was being too real. He was, especially when Numbers Never Lie. Oh my God, I like Numbers Never Lie.
But Michael Smith hasn't been on ESPN in how long?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. No, you said where's the young guy? I was like, they did at least they gave Michael Smith a shot, and I thought he was I thought he was great, and maybe he was just too good at what he was doing, so they got rid of him.
Michael Smith was amazing. I like Michael Smith.
Yeah.
Michael Smith was one of he's
great.
But you mean to tell me there was nobody? But Michael Smith still went through the trenches though to get to where.
Yeah, he did because he worked for the Boston Globe. Yep.
Like he still went through the trenches.
I think Malika came straight out of college and got on
Straight
this, like,
out of college.
crazy.
Like you didn't. The reason why her show is failing right now because I looked at the ratings. She's not good enough at what she does to be compelling. Like, and don't get that's why I said feminism, not women, because Doris Burke is amazing. Michelle Beadle was amazing.
Charisma,
okay,
natural charisma.
Like Linda Cohen, amazing. Like I don't have a problem with women. I have a problem with feminism. That's the problem I have, and that's what got in Sage Steele's way. That's what got in Kerry Champion's way.
I freaking love Sage Steele, man. She was good.
But she fell into the woke box.
Yep.
The same way Jamel Hill fell into the woke box.
Yep.
I don't have a problem. Like Maria Taylor, you fell into the woke box. Right now, Joy Taylor going through the wake, she fell into the woke box. Taylor Rooks fell into the woke box.
Taylor Rooks is good too.
She's good, but she's a product of feminism now because she's so pro-woman that it takes away from the stuff that she's great at.
And it's not even that. It just sounds like you're so pro-women that when you sound so pro-women, and I know a lot of people are going to hate this, but I really don't give a fuck because y'all need to understand that this narrative and that this tone is dangerous as fuck. When you sound so pro-women, it sounds like you hate men. And I understand how that comes off, right? You're with me here.
But that's what it is.
Yeah.
Stay with me here. I understand how that comes off. But if we were just to go around talking about men this, men that, guys this, guy that, which a lot of people already fucking do, guess what? Y'all would think that we hate women and all this other extra bullshit. But the thing about it is when y'all take these narratives to the extreme, it's the chastisement of them of not just that man, but every single man after that. Right. So when Mel is saying that she's fallen into the wokeness or fell into that woke box or fell into that the lie of feminism, right? It's, well, you can talk about the transgressions of a man and the wrongdoings of a man, but when it comes to personal attacks and now you're putting your personal feelings into it and how you feel like it should be handled, that's when it's a problem. And that's when a lot of women tend to do with they can't separate themselves or their emotions from certain situations, and they put their whole emotion and their whole being into it and not understand that the narrative and the rhetoric that they're pushing is dangerous, because when you say it's all men and it's all these men need to have to worry about it, and when you're using that instead of isolating out the person that you want to fucking talk about, it comes to a point to where all men feel attacked, and now you have that radical thought in some of these crazy ass people heads mind that it's all men. So when they go out, now they're faced with this unnecessary fear sense, and when something dangerous happens, they can use an excuse. Oh, well, I was scared because I was told by another strong feministic women that it's all men. So I went out, and when I seen a man, it scared me so much to the point where now I had to inflict physical violence. So that's how that narrative can be dangerous. And the reason why Mel is saying you fell into that woke box is because now you're pushing this all men narrative. You're pushing this men is bad narrative without even talking about the other side of it, what women do, what people are naturally do, human nature that just humans naturally fucking do. And now it's a problem to where you have this divide between men and women to where now it's like, oh, well, men do this and women do that and blah, 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 and all this type of bullshit, instead of people actually listening to each other and understanding the problems and accessing and fixing the problems as they come from the people that they come from, instead of trying to blame the greater good for that said problem, which is the problem when it's in itself.
Right. And then when we're talking, the reason why, and like going back to the feminism in sports, is when we're talking about these athletes, we're talking about the athlete, whether it's male or female. We're talking about the athlete. The athlete. We're not talking about them as a person. and who they are. We're talking about the athlete.
I try to tell people all the time, look, nobody hates LeBron James the person. Nobody.
No.
We just can't stand
the way he plays basketball. Person. Yeah, I don't know LeBron James the person.
I don't know him. Like, you feel me? Like, and that's the thing. Like, a lot of people will ask, oh, well, this, and that's the thing I hate about that, right? A lot of people will sit up here, oh, well, he's opened the schools and he's never been in the media for this and that. And I don't understand why everybody hates him. Don't nobody hate this nigga. We don't know him. He's not on our team. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, if he's not on the team that we support, obviously, as crazed sports fans, which we are, we're not going to like the nigga who's on another team.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck does that. I don't know what type of new sports age niggas that you are, but
my cousin,
sports heads, we don't do that. Okay.
No, my cousin sent me something about Emmitt Smith, and he was like, "Yo, I guess, I can like Emmitt Smith now." I said, "Fuck Emmitt Smith. He a
big facts.
Cowboy.
Like, I will never like Emmitt Smith. It is never gonna happen. Never. It's not that I don't like Emmitt Smith the person. He played for the Cowboys. I'm a Washington fan. I spent my entire youth hating that dude because he played for the Cowboys. I'm not changing that now. That's just what it is.
And he still goes around him and still participates in shit.
Right. Like, I don't care.
You're still a Cowboy at heart, nigga. You still be with the Cowboys and shit, nigga. So you still a Cowboy to me. Fuck you.
Right. I don't like Michael Irvin like that. No.
Neither.
Dude, he's hilarious. I use him in clips, but he's still a Cowboy. Let's understand that. I don't like Cowboys. I don't like John Elway because he played for the Broncos. I don't not like him the person. I don't care. I don't know who the person is. But actually, if you are wearing the opposite, if you are wearing the Ops jersey, you are the op for life.
Yeah. And it's crazy because when you meet these people, they understand this because they play sports. I've met John Elway. He understands it. I told him straight up, I'm a Raider fan. I can't even shake your hand, big dog.
I told LeBron to his face. I said I was an extra in Trainwreck. I was there on set with LeBron James. Told him to his face, I don't fuck with you. He's like, straight up. It's at Hoop City in New York. Like, I was in the movie. Like, but that's just the fan in me. He understood it. That's just the fan in me.
Yeah, it's just John Elway. When he understood, I told him straight, I can't shake your hand. I'm a Raider fan. Because he played for the Broncos and now is the GM of who? The Niners. I can't be seen even near you, dude. Like, I'm sorry. I can't even be seen by you right now because it's a conflict of interest. I give you an elbow, don't bow. You feel me? Right there. Nigga, nice to meet you. COVID type. This is before
some
COVID.
Some people transcend that. Jerry Rice transcends that. That's my guy.
Yeah.
That's because Jerry Rice Jerry Rice is different because he played for my squad and he helped us get to a Super Bowl. So he gets a pass, okay? But Jerry Rice also gets some smoke too, nigga, because when he go back, he be in the Niners rings and shit like that. He don't be going back.
And then you got to understand, there's a difference. Like, Deion Sanders played for the Cowboys. He's not a Cowboy. Okay, so
anything.
There is a difference with Deion Sanders in my mind. The same way LeBron James plays for the Lakers, he's not a Laker.
Yeah, no, fuck no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there are just certain people that they might have played for the team, but you don't think of them as that for that team or whatever. But like I said, like the whole the feminism in sports, if we just keep it to the athlete, because we didn't have to watch our tone like Kimberly Williams didn't watch her tone when she was talking to Cam Newton. Like these other female analysts, did they watch their tone when did Malika Andrews watch her words when she was talking crazy about Russell Westbrook?
Or what was the guy that had passed away and she was like, he's known for the rape charges. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Just like, what the hell?
Like she didn't watch her words then. So why should men have to watch their words when talking about female basketball players?
Ain't nobody watched their words when OJ just died. So many fucking women came out talking about this and talking about that and blah blah blah, and he did this and he was this and OJ was a horrible person and blah blah. Nigga, like none of you niggas watch your motherfucking words, bro. All you motherfuckers, nigga, bash OJ, bro. Shit, Skip Bayless, nigga, he don't watch his fucking words. Everybody loves Skip. Probably not now, but everybody loves Skip. He never fucking watched his words. He nigga had the whole world and still has the whole world disrespecting another man's whole ass family name.
Bosh Spice, ridiculous.
Yeah,
come on, bro. Like
they call Anthony Davis street clothes. Did anybody get up? Like the stuff that if you are what comes with popularity, you just can't take the good stuff. WNBA and women's sports, like you just can't take the good stuff. You must take the bad stuff that comes along with it. We are gonna talk crazy about y'all missing wide open layups on fast breaks. We just gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna clown you because you look crazy trying to do a reverse layup. We're gonna do it.
Talking shit. We talking shit about how the Chicago Sky shot 7% from 3 last night.
We're going to do it.
1 3-pointer.
That's a real stat.
That's a real stat.
1 3-pointer.
Oh my God.
I watched the game. Mind you, I watched the game. Angel Reese had a double-double, so you know I watched the fucking game. Trinity Carter had 25 off the bench. I watched the game. These niggas hit 1 3-pointer all game, 7%. Okay.
I guess I can't say nothing because I'm a Rockets fan, and y'all know how that shit went down.
Yeah, but the point is,
at least y'all hit some goddamn 3-pointers. All right, y'all was at a good 20-some%. They shot 7%. I don't even think it was 7. Hold on, let me look.
We're going to talk crazy because this is what we do. Like this is just what we do. You have a bad game, we're gonna talk about it. You have a good game, we're gonna talk about it. That's just how sports works.
And to tie, look, 7.1%. I wasn't lying. To tie it back in, right? To women's basketball, right? It's with Angel Reese's comments, right? It's like when she's coming out and she's saying that people are, just coming to see Caitlyn. It's like there's some truth to that because you got your lottos, you got your stars and shit, you got your fans that are coming to see you. We get that, right? Mm-hmm. Of course, it's not to the extent of Caitlyn Clark. Right, but even Alyssa Peely, she got all the polys on her side. Nigga, she got people.
But that's what I was trying to say before. Is like I get everybody is gonna have their group. You know what I mean? Angel Reese appeals to a certain demographic, so those people are going to gravitate to her.
Most definitely.
The same way I call her the Samoan Charles Barkley. Like
Alyssa Peely, that's my girl.
Like, she's going to have a demographic for her, the same way Caitlyn has a demographic for her.
Mm-hmm. Just like Cam Brink. Cam Brink got all the Steph Curry fans right now.
I
don't know if everybody knew that. She got all the Steph Curry fans right now because they found out this past draft that she was his goddaughter. Like she got all the fans.
And she trained at the Mamba Academy with Kobe. Like there's all of those things that create the fan base. That's why this group is so important to the WNBA. Mm-hmm. This is why you have to protect these girls. You have to. Because they are too important to the future of the WNBA. They're too important.
Earlier, you gotta do a better job of marketing these girls, bro. Like with Indiana when they rolling out the red carpet. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm watching the Mystics in the Beaver game right now. So, goodness gracious. Oh shit. But anyways, when it comes to marketing these women, you have to sit up here and do your due diligence when it comes to pushing them in the forefront, right? And I get it. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be talking about the Asia Wilsons right now because you feel me. My is balling right now. Okay,
Asia Wilson, the last 8 games. Is averaging a 32-point double-double.
Talk about it.
And nobody has said a flipping word about it.
Nothing.
Enrique's been going crazy too, and nobody said anything.
Enrique's second.
Yeah. Like y'all, this is the problem with the WNBA. And I'm gonna say this, and you know what? Like I said, Eminem's album is dropping soon. So look, we all trying to get canceled now. Look, the WNBA does not want to promote straight women.
But they're coming. So.
But they're coming. Like, oh, no Diddy.
No Diddy.
We gotta find a female version of that. We gotta figure out like no Ellen or some shit. We gotta figure it out.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie to you. That might be
That might be it.
The generous. You feel me?
Well,
Like they don't want to promote straight women. They don't. And I don't know why. That's just their thing. The culture of the WNBA needs to change.
Well, I think, and I always say this because that's the biggest factor, right? Because we've seen not to the hype extent, right, but to the scoring extent and putting up a lot of numbers, right, and not being. And although she didn't go as far into the WNBA tournament, I understand it. But as far as hype goes, right, Kelsey Plum put up crazy numbers in college, right? Mm-hmm. But what was the difference between Caitlin Clark or between all the other girls that came out and Kelsey Plum?
And who?
All the girls that came out, Brianna Stewart's, right, 4-time champ, right, Deanna Taurasi, Kelsey straight. Yeah, she's straight. She's beautiful. She's straight. She has a huge male following because she's gorgeous, right? That's the difference, right? So, like, when they see, and just like when you talk about all the stuff, the narratives that are around Caitlin Clark that are not basketball, right? Oh, she's being hounded. She's being this. She's being that. And it's just like, y'all can talk about her playing basketball too, right? Like, you know that she's a basketball player.
There's a part. Shout out to one of my brothers in the comments, so he gonna know because I know he watched it too. Michael Wilbon and Tony Kornheiser had broke this down better than anybody I listened to talk about this whole situation.
I mess with PTI.
PTI is still the best. I love Tony Kornheiser and Michael Wilbon, but there's an element of racism to this, where the league is predominantly black, and then the white girl comes and brings a whole lot of eyes to the league. And there is resentment. I don't care what they say. They can tell you that they don't like jealousy, and that's a bad word. There is a bit of jealousy, and it's okay. You can have that. But you need that to push your league along. You don't think that dudes from the NBA before Magic and Bird got there weren't jealous that Magic and Bird did what they did? They were playing on tape delay before Magic and Bird got there.
I mean, they do this every single goddamn time, bro. Like, literally every single fucking time, right? Every single time a white person is really, really good in a black dominated space, right? They're going to push them to the forefront, and there's going to be a whole bunch of black people that are going to have a problem with it, right? Of course. Look, saying that, if y'all don't believe me, but go down the line and look at it.
But the thing about it is,
Dirk Nowitzki, Stojakovic, Jason Kidd to an extent, nigga. Like,
I could see it if Caitlin Clark wasn't good, though. She is worthy of what she's getting. Like,
and that's my point, right? She's worthy. There, all of these when a white person is dominating in a black space, obviously they're worthy of it because they're good, right? I just gave you like 5-6 names, and they do it.
Jason Kidd white. That's fucked up.
I mean, that's white passing, but you get what I'm saying.
I mean, look, bro, you can easily just end this with a lot of stuff. I just like, look, with the younger generation, it's 100% true. Just look at Eminem. Literally right now, I have never seen so much people try to say Eminem isn't good. Eminem is trash, and all your favorite rappers will tell you this dude is the truth. That's your favorite rapper. But here come all these young, man, he sucks. He's never been good. Then I start hearing it from my generation. Mel, don't want to put you on blast because you're not part of you're a little bit older than my generation, which is fine. Your generation absolutely praises Eminem, but then you get to my generation. I'm in my mid-30s, and here come all the people in the mid-30s. Well, Eminem was never that good in the first place. What?
It's a lie.
It's a fucking lie.
Niggas don't listen to me.
He's worthy of it.
Because I can name 5 songs off 5 different Eminem projects that niggas have never fucking heard, and niggas are sitting
trying
there
to tell you.
No, the same here, because I had that conversation with somebody, and I said, because he said, "Oh, I can't think of 5 Eminem bars that he's ever said," and I was like, "Well, then you don't listen to Eminem.
Don't listen to me." This is my point around this whole thing, right? Whenever a white person is really, really good and they come in and they dominate in a black dominant space, a lot of people have a problem with it. right? So when Caitlin Clark is coming in and she's dominating in a black dominant space, a lot of people, of course, are going to have a problem with it. They did the same thing with Tom Brady for years. Why everybody was so happy when he fucking retired, or fucking world threw a goddamn party, right? Look at what they did with Alex Caruso a few years back. Same thing they did with fucking fucking Austin Reeves just this past year, right? They do it every single time, and everybody, of course, they're gonna have a problem with it, right? But they're good. Of course, they're gonna push their person that somebody. Of course, they're gonna try to even the playing field, right? We have an Asia Wilson, but who is gonna be the opposite to Asia Wilson?
That is how the sport works. They don't talk about Asia. That's the crazy thing about it.
That's the crazy part about it.
You got dope black women in the WNBA. Y'all don't talk about them.
They don't watch them either.
Because that's the DJ, but that's the point right there. They don't watch the WNBA, so they can't even speak on it. They can't. Like, there is no reason, zero reason, and I blame this on the WNBA, and I'm going to keep doing it. There is no reason why Asia Wilson, who is a two-time MVP, back-to-back champion, college champion, doing all of the things that she's doing, and nobody knows who the F she is. That's crazy.
That's deep.
That's nuts. It does not make sense.
Same.
Don't give my brother don't highlight none of his comments. Don't do none of that. Don't listen to him.
Exactly why I hate Drake. Wow.
Oh, same. But
this is why they got the sign "Don't feed the animals" at the damn zoo.
I'm one of the animals.
Don't give him no airtime because he's gonna keep going.
It's just when people have this, and we get it, right? There's a lot of
we definitely waiting on Juju. Juju gonna be a problem.
Exactly, and that's the thing. We're gonna get to that later. But then we get it. There's an influx of new fans that don't really understand how basketball works or women's basketball works, right? And just like Mel said, like, the game has to change. The game has to evolve. There should be no reason as to why a two-time MVP, a back-to-back champion, or a freaking one of the best defensive players in the league, one of the literally the best player in the league, drives to the basket and gets smacked in her face and is bleeding and no foul call.
Zero.
Like, no foul. I watched the game. I watched Asia go crazy. Okay. 36, 12, and 5.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched that game in full. Okay. There's no reason why that should be happening. Like,
no, you should not. Asia Wilson should be at the point where if you look at her funny, it's a foul. Like, dead. It should be a foul. Like, did you breathe too hard? Foul. Like, the league has to get out of this. Oh, well, the league is physical. The NBA got rid of that in the late 1990s, dog.
They got rid of that as soon as that Jordan rule hit. As soon as they heard about that Jordan rule, they say, you niggas can't do that.
Like, you can't. You're not going to be out here beating up on the stars. We can't. It's unappealing to the people that are watching. I want to see Caitlin Clark pulling up from 30, splashing threes. Watching Asia Wilson on the wing in the triple threat is crazy. She's the evolution of women's basketball. You need to see that. You need to see a 6'4" woman, with that type of footwork, with that jump shot, she can finish at the rim with both hands.
Boy, she cold, man.
You have to see that. But they don't do it because they feel like, oh, well, we don't want to feel like we're elevating one above the rest. You better. You better.
How you think the NBA works?
That's how the NBA works. If you got stars, they rise. Look, what's the saying? What is it? All tides raise ships, whatever the fuck that shit is. Rising tide raises all ships. Like,
yeah, tide raises all ships.
You have to. Caitlin Clark doesn't have to be the best player to be the most popular player. Okay? That's not the case. Yeah. Asia Wilson is the best player in the league. Hands down.
And that's the reason we talked about that earlier. That's the reason why she's probably going to end up winning Rookie of the Year, because she may not be the best rookie right now, but she's the most popular. So of course the popular vote is going to carry her alongside of.
No. See, I'm glad you keep coming back.
Oh, he's back.
He back. Wait.
No.
What you calling Cap on now, man? What you calling Cap
on?
on?
What we talking about, bro? What happened? We didn't even get to Austin Rivers and the football shit yet.
We didn't even get to that bullshit yet.
You feel me? I know you got some crazy stuff to say.
Nah, this is new fan, always popping in, giving shit, but we appreciate it. On
Cap
everything.
On everything. Wow. That is Cap.
And I respect it. You feel me?
I respect it. You can have your opinion on it. It is what it is. But
NBA highlights. I invite you to come to Gentleman's Talk, and I will host the damn thing, and we can get it going. What's up?
We're still trying to get him to come up on the show, but you know.
Oh, yeah, we're still trying to get him to come up on the show, but it's all good. If you want to kick it in the comments and just, you know what I'm saying, pop your shit from the comments, that's all good. We appreciate all supporters in all kinds, every way, shape, or form. But we're not lying, bro.
No.
100% truthful over here, man.
And you know, and like I said, it's a way deeper conversation. It's a way
capping on what?
It's a way deeper conversation. Let's get to the let's get to somebody this week got to redeem themselves. Muller's gonna get Muller's gonna have a feel. He's gonna feel good about this. Last week we had we got a new segment. Michael B wasn't here for Catch This Fade.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'll let me see where. Let's get the promo going. Let's get it going. All right. It's very ambiguous. It can mean a lot of different things. Catch This Fade, a lot of different things. Last week, it was Darren Waller and his love ballad or whatever the fuck that was that he did last week. But he redeemed himself.
Want a day in the life being me. Everything that happens between you and your wife on TMZ. Trying to kick the dough in this rap shit just like a B&E. Speaking to the blind, it's no wonder they weren't foreseeing me. For a minute, I admit they was deceiving me. Pleasing everybody, forgot I had to believe in me. It's all good when you got all them yards receiving to them cars you're reading ain't that great. It's hard receiving a message from God that he's taking back what you've been blessed with. I'm foaming at the mouth, they know I ain't the one to mess with. Quit playing checkers on my board, I'm playing chess, bitch. And if I fall, my brothers pick me up like Byron Leftwich. Give me your best pitch, hope you know that you signed your death wish. I'ma write that shit that leave them breathless. So tell your friend, grab your inhaler before the set list and take a, cause you ain't gon' forget this. Let's go. This world get violent, dog, it sure made me tough. It's terrifying, but it never made me bluff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Much better.
That's better. Like
much better. Mel, that's what I thought I was gonna get first. Okay, I thought I was gonna get the last.
Right. That other shit we got was I don't know what that was.
That nigga came out with the 2007 Kanye, and he came out this time with the 2023 Ab Soul. I said,
right.
What you talk about, boy?
Like last week we got this. That's what we got last week.
We legit got that last week.
If you don't know Ice JJ Fish,
Ice
you can't have.
JJ Fish.
I was about to, okay, I was about to say, if you don't know Ice JJ Fish, you can't have a conversation.
Accurate. Very accurate. That's exactly what happened. Okay, like
that's what happened last week.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so he did way better this week. We appreciate you, Darren Waller. Way to go. We appreciate that.
Dame Dollar. I can see
I ain't
it.
gonna lie, that'd be a good ass show.
Yeah.
I go to that show. I go to that show. I ain't gonna lie to you. That might be a fire show.
So what else we got? What else we got on trending topics this week? What else we get? I sent you a bunch of crap too. I can't remember what else I sent you.
We didn't talk about this on Gentleman's Talk, but we normally do. But you see, Porter has the damn RICO charge. He's pending a RICO charge now, and I'm just like, what are you doing?
Who?
What in the hell? Michael Porter's brother. Yeah, the one here, and now he's wrapped up in the RICO charge. Him and
shit. Kansas City Chief update. Another motherfucker on the Chiefs. He has a damn seizure. Like the Chief, every week somebody on the Chiefs got something going on.
Y'all not gonna have nobody else to play. I promise you.
There's nobody gonna be in that roster. I'm gonna start getting in shape right now. I might get a phone call.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why I've been back in the gym, because at this point they might fuck around and call me.
Because they literally gonna have like a 2-man roster. Oh,
y'all gonna be the replacements?
Hell yeah.
Replacements. Hell yeah. I didn't get on. Okay. I didn't want to backtrack. I didn't want to go backwards, but I'm going to go backwards real quick. So, did you see Jay-Z FaceTime Juju?
Yeah, I did.
Now, the comments about that is stupid to me. Because he said, you balling like a grown-ass man. This is why I said feminism needs to get out of sports. And everybody's like, well, why wouldn't you say she balling like a grown-ass woman? Because a grown-ass woman don't ball like a grown-ass man.
And a grown-ass woman can't guard her. That's the whole point.
Like, that was the whole point of that. Like, people got to really stop being so sensitive about when we make remarks, it's not to be, we're not putting women down when he says what he says. It's not what it is.
Yeah, like when that reminds me of when Andre Iguodala called out somebody.
When he said 22 can hoop.
Yeah.
Hoop, and she was like, I got a name. I'm like, come on, bro, relax. He's giving you
like that's the ultimate compliment when somebody calls you out by your number.
By your number, you feel me? Oh, not
women don't understand that. Women don't understand that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not. Y'all gotta understand, bro. It's not that serious, bro. Like, hey, Juju do hoop like a grown ass. She hoop like a nigga from the street. She hoop like a nigga from the street that need a meal.
Juju got older brothers. She got to have older brothers. She was
that's something.
No, she trained with Kobe.
Oh, okay.
That's true too. But it's like,
but she was hooping with the boys though in the camp. I guarantee you.
Pops had to hoop somewhere, something, because she hooped like a nigga from 37th Street that need a meal tonight.
That's what I'm saying. But what you say? She hooped like she hungry.
Trying to tell you, she hooped like she hungry. She need a meal. She gonna play you for 200, and I promise you, she gonna bust your ass for that 200.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with Juju. And Juju big. Juju 6'1", like 170. Like Juju like that.
Come on, cold, man.
Did y'all hear about the new running back at Ohio State?
No.
Lamar Bo Jackson?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a scary thing.
That's absolutely disgusting. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you, because why do you have that name?
Why do you have that name? That's crazy by itself.
Like, why do you have that name? Somebody had to see, like your dad had to see you do something and be like, you know what? Nah, that's his name right there. Yeah, no, Lamar Bo, and he's a junior too. That's the cold fucking part about it. This nigga daddy, it has to be Bo Jackson. I don't care. Like,
that's when I saw it, I was like, is that Bo's son? Because if you play like both them niggas, you are a cheat code.
Yeah, no, like that's like absolutely fucking disgusting. Like, and I promise you, I will start the narrative that is Bo Jackson's illegitimate son at some point in time. I better start
at some point, and then you play running back. That's crazy. Let's get to delusional. Who was it? Whose top 5 was that I was looking at that had Michael Crabtree at number 5?
What?
It was a wide receiver. His top 5 wide receivers was, and this is real shit, I'm not even joking. It was Randy Moss. No, it was Calvin Johnson 1, Randy Moss 2, Jerry Rice. Who the heck did he have 4? I can't remember who he had 4, but Michael Crabtree was 5.
Michael Crabtree?
Yes.
Is this college?
Sherman said That's what happens when you try me with a star receiver like Crabtree. I'm
taking
Richard Sherman's word on this.
No, this is pro. This is all time.
What?
All
I thought
time.
you were talking about college because I was like,
no, all time.
Just tell me Michael Crabtree's your favorite player, bro.
Like from the NFL?
Yeah.
Mel,
Didn't y'all
just? I mean, didn't y'all just have this thing where?
Yep.
Didn't y'all just have this thing where your favorite player in your childhood, you overrate them? Y'all just had that. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
Wait, so I know they're not basing this off of Crabtree's career in the NFL. His career. First of all, we gotta rewind, okay? Because
his career in college wouldn't be considered top 5.
Calvin Johnson being at 1 is a fucking egregious. Okay, first let's start there. Okay,
Calvin Johnson. Look, you know how I feel about Calvin Johnson. We can do this all day, every day. He should not be in anybody's top 10.
The same way you feel about Darrelle Revis, that's how you feel about Calvin Johnson.
Hold on, I just gotta
look. I feel probably no. I was not gonna say that. Yes, I was gonna say I probably feel worse about Calvin Johnson than I do Darrelle Revis, but I don't. If you want to talk about two people that football fans overrate, Darrelle Revis and Calvin Johnson.
You talking about the same Michael Crabtree that only had 2,000-yard seasons?
That Michael Crabtree.
That Michael Crabtree.
I don't
know. There's only one Michael Crabtree in NFL history, bro. Trust me on that one.
I just had to be sure because I'm like, nigga, you talking about the same Michael Crabtree that don't even got 8,000 yards receiving.
That Michael Crabtree.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Michael Crabtree played at Texas Tech.
He did.
Yes.
He beat the Longhorns on that catch and that bullshit, man. Listen, ever since that moment, people have overrated the shit out of Michael Crabtree. Just because he beat Colt McCoy and the Longhorns.
The same way they overrate that one season with Darrelle Revis. It was a dope season. Don't get it wrong. I'm not saying it wasn't a good season. But you can't say it's the greatest season ever by a cornerback when a cornerback won Defensive Player of the Year that year.
I can break down that fucking season.
Was that Charles Woodson?
Yeah.
It was. Break down that season all the fucking time, and it'll literally show you that all of the quote-unquote Hall of Fame guys that he locked were literally old as fuck about to be out the league.
And didn't they all have like really shitty quarterbacks?
Yeah. They put Terrell Owens and Randy Moss on this list, but didn't want to put the fact that Terrell Owens was on the Bills. Who was the Bills quarterback then? Because it wasn't Josh Allen.
I don't know who the Bills quarterback was.
I don't know.
Exactly my point. It's exactly my goddamn point. You're like, come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about here? What do we get to put half the niggas on that?
Because
tell your brother, he said that's his list. Don't do that. Don't nobody got Michael Crabtree number 5, not in college or the NFL. Don't do that.
Look, my brother he's a 49er fan, so he feels differently. He's a different guy.
Richard Sherman said that's what happened when you try him with a sorry receiver like Crabtree. I think he was correct.
I agree. Michael Crabtree was not. He's not it. My man, I asked about where N'Keal Harry was. He's actually back in the league. He's switching over to tight end.
Interesting.
He might want to do something.
So he's with the Vikings. He's switching over to tight end. I didn't realize N'Keal Harry was that big now. He's 6'4", 225.
Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't put on some weight a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, he's always been big like that, like as far as tall weight. And he was I think he came out the draft 15. So yeah, he put on a little bit, he put on some weight. Yeah, shoot. Hey, I think that's a little better for him, honestly. I think it worked. I think if he makes, because he's always been a good route runner. I thought N'Keal Harry was a star. It didn't work out that way. It is what I wanted the Raiders to pick him up. Now that AP is the head coach, it just didn't happen. But I'm glad he's back in the league. How do y'all feel about Justin Jefferson's his money bag? God damn it, nigga! I'm not even gonna lie to you. They fucked up. Because now see, now Jamar Chase,
right? That's what I was about to go. CD and Jamar Chase, man, they're about to get a bag.
It's up for them.
Yeah.
CD might be on his way out of Dallas because I don't think Jerry is going to pay that money.
I don't think he's going to pay that money either.
No, I mean, he might, knowing Jerry Jones, he might. If he does, Dak Prescott's not going to be the quarterback.
Mm-hmm. But then again, if he pays that money, then what you going to do about Michael Parsons?
Okay, let's have that conversation. How good do y'all think Michael Parsons really is?
I think he's good. I don't think he's as good as a lot of people put him.
I think if he wasn't on the Cowboys, he wouldn't be as rated as high as he is. He's a star. I'll say he's a star player. But I mean, there's a good bit of guys at his position I would probably put in front of him, especially if his main position is defensive end. So it's like,
do you think this is because I just want to see where this goes? I want to see. Do you think he's better than Kayvon Thibodeau?
All around, no.
It's
I
close.
can't say all around, no. All around, no, because Kayvon doesn't really get the respect he deserves.
He doesn't.
As far as being a run stopper and being a pass rusher.
Mm-hmm.
And
I guess that goes to your take on if he wasn't playing in Dallas, he really wouldn't be this type of, he wouldn't get as much hype, is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying he wouldn't be as good. It's just, of course, there's always going to be the hype that comes with Dallas, but it's just he would have to stick to one position. They wouldn't have the freedom, or he wouldn't have the freedom to move around and create as much havoc as he does by moving around. So it's just, I don't know. It's just him being at one specific spot and not being able to move around. And I just think that he wouldn't thrive as much as some of the other guys like Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, even Kayvon Thibodeau.
If you had a choice, Will Anderson, Michael Parsons.
I'm going with Will.
I'm going Will. If you look at Will compared to Micah, Will's upside is crazy.
Okay, well, let's play this game. Let's play a game. Let's do it. I'm going to take the notable guys out of the way. No TJ Watt, no Myles Garrett. That's it. We'll go take those guys off the table. Is Micah Parsons better than Danielle Hunter?
Ooh.
That might be close. I think, damn, that's actually a really good one. I'm not even gonna fucking lie.
Your brother makes a good point. He's not the guy to build your defense around.
And that's where I was trying to get to, because if we're talking about how much money you're going to pay this guy, if he's not that guy, why do you pay him that money?
That's a fair point. Damn, I'm not even gonna lie. That's a really good fucking question. Because
I think we can collectively come up with 10 guys we'd rather have before we got to Michael Parsons.
On defense or just at his position?
At his position. Because we all agree, no Myles Garrett.
Correct.
TJ Watt.
Correct.
Nick Bosa.
Definitely correct.
We said nope. We said Will Allen.
Max Crosby.
Who else did we just say? Danielle Hunter. Then it gets, how do you feel when we what is his name?
Matthew Judon. I know he's one.
Oh yeah.
Matthew Judon over Michael.
You got Matthew Judon. Depends. I guess it might be a toss up. Him and Hassan Reddick.
Hassan Reddick is cold.
Oh no!
What about Brian Burns?
Oh no! Because
I'm taking Brian Burns.
A healthy Hassan Reddick though, that nigga is scary as fuck, dog.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're at 9 right now, and I didn't mention Khalil Mack.
Oh.
Joey Bosa.
Oh.
That's true.
Like, so
what's
we're
the guy, what's the guy from the Steelers? I can't think of his name. The defensive end from the Steelers, because Steelers got a pretty stout defense. I can't think of his name though.
Oh, Cam Hayward.
There we go.
2.2.
So we're at about 12 before we start really thinking about Micah Parsons. So,
and that's just his position. That's not just any defensive.
That's not defensive wise. Those are just guys on the D line and defensive end. So,
man, I didn't realize it was that deep until you put it in that. Oh man, that blue star really do something to you, huh?
Is he better than the guy opposite him in Dallas? DeMarcus Lawrence?
I never thought so. I always said that DeMarcus Lawrence.
I was just about to say, I think DeMarcus Lawrence's peak is better than anything Micah Parsons has put out yet. Easily.
So here we are now, like, good player, but you're not even top 10 at your position.
Overrated.
They got Alex Highsmith over there in Pittsburgh too, though.
There we go. That's the other one. Alex Highsmith.
Him too. And I know I'm missing guys. Like, I know I'm missing guys. Shit.
I just don't think he's not a guy to build a whole defense.
I didn't even mention Von Miller.
He definitely ain't been.
True.
Von Miller was 99 in Madden. Micah Parsons will not achieve that status, bro. He won't.
So, so there we go with that. Is like, he's popular. He still has a ways to go before and he has to be more than just a pass rusher for me. He doesn't play the run well.
Is he the Tony Romo of the Cowboys defense?
That's the problem for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's actually pretty fair. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's actually pretty fucking fair.
Christian McCaffrey signed that extension, and I guess the running back market is now what is it? 2 years, $19 million extension. Basically, what, $9.5 million a year? It's crazy. Running backs continue to get disrespected, but hey, I guess
until somebody's gonna have to stand on the table for the running backs.
Mm-hmm. That's really what it's gonna come down to.
And
down to
what else was there? Which one would you send me this? The ambiguous receiving rooms?
I think it was that one, and then the fucking Greg Olsen on fucking.
Let's get on that. Let's get to Greg Olsen and his stupidity. Let's get to this. Greg Olsen. What do you say? Yeah, you can definitely scheme him out the game.
Oh, no, most definitely.
I watched the Eagles. I watched the Eagles do it.
Mm-hmm. Watch the Niners do it too.
Yeah, Niners. Yeah, they just put Trent Williams on his ass and said, "Hello." But Greg Olsen, he believes that NBA basketball players are more equipped to play in the NFL than an NFL player is to play in the NBA. Now, I'm not going to let this go. I'm not.
Neither am I. Don't care.
I'm like a pit bull with a beach ball. I don't know how to let it go. Like,
at all.
I will stand on this, and I will continue to stand on this. Football was not made for tall people. And I stopped telling me about how you could have a 6'4" free safety. It's not going to work for you. It don't work. Oh, well, Anthony Edwards could play a good free safety. He get fucked up. He's too tall. And he's not fast. I don't understand why people keep trying to talk about athleticism in the NBA as if it correlates to athleticism on a football field. It is not the same thing. Like, it is not. And they keep wanting to take away the fucking equalizer in all of this. The physicality of football. You cannot just say, well, if you take out the tackling, no. That's why most of y'all are playing basketball now.
It is.
Like, you can't get rid of it. It's there. It's part of it. It's the biggest part of it. If you can't take getting punched in your face, getting up, going to the huddle, and be like, all right, I guess we got to do that again. Yep, got to do it again. Basketball players are not built to handle that.
One thing that annoys me about this, and you made a good point, safety and corner and the defensive backs position, that definitely ain't made for tall people. Let me tell you, I'm not a football player. I went there, I tried out for quarterback. They told me I wasn't fast enough to play quarterback in Pee Wee, and that was the end of my football career. But here's what I do know. Basketball players would have to let receivers get behind him in hopes that the quarterback will throw the ball so they have a chance. It is harder to play down. It is harder to play down than it is to play up. Mm-hmm. Literally. All they got to do is send these receivers on slants if they're 5'10". Could you imagine Deshaun Jackson lining up across from Anthony Edwards and running a slant? It's over. Anthony Edwards is getting blown out.
He wouldn't even know what he's looking at.
Like, it's over. This conversation makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Why do we keep having this conversation? Literally, it's the dumbest thing.
Because they don't understand. Basketball players, for the most part, hoopers, have never played anything other than basketball. Yeah. Football players have played other sports.
Oh, hey Mel, hold on real quick. To answer your question, John, I was a 5'3" short, fat kid wanting to play quarterback in Pee Wee. In Pee Wee, you're not throwing the ball. You have to be able to run. I would have grown up to be a lineman.
I told you don't talk to my brother. I keep trying to tell you don't stop giving him like
I hate this. My problem I have. First of all, Greg is lying. Okay,
he's lying
like a motherfucker. You cannot teach somebody. I don't care who the fuck they are. You're not teaching somebody to play corner or free fucking safety, bro. Because it's not just going out there and covering the field and running that way. First of all, at corner you have to press. Okay, I don't care. At some point in time,
you're gonna have to step to that line and get your hands on somebody.
They gonna make y'all press, okay? Because you're tall. A lot of y'all are getting routed off the line. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to y'all. You guys, your hips aren't that good. I'm just gonna keep it a bean. Your hips are not that good. Y'all
basketball players are the most stiff athletes
in the world. I promise you. Barely go forward, and y'all think y'all gonna be able to go backwards. That's fucking laughable. Teaching a fucking basketball player to play free safety. Understand something, guys. Because I played both, okay? I play corner and I play free safety, okay? Free safety is not just about covering. It's about a mentality, okay? Because you have to make tackles, all right? Like, that's the biggest part about that. That's the biggest part that a lot of people are missing, right? We're not saying you niggas are unathletic. We're not saying y'all can't go out there and catch a few balls and catch a few passes. No, nobody's saying that, okay? It takes a different type of fucking mentality to play football. Just like Patrick Beverly said in the same interview that we're talking about. Okay. I played football for all of 37 seconds. His word, not mine. Okay. Put on helmet, put on shoulder pads. I catch pass. I go across the middle, do a little move. I get hit, crack, painful hit. Motherfucker hurt. I get up. I take off helmet, take off shoulder pads. I look at mom. Mom look at me. I tell her, come down here. I don't like this sport no more. That is what makes you niggas not play.
You're not built for it. You're not built for this.
We're not saying you're not athletic. We're not saying you niggas run like fucking nigga, like a baby reindeer, even though a lot of y'all do. Okay. We're saying you're a bitch. I'm just keeping it a bean. Okay. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to y'all. Like, I'm tired of this conversation because a lot of y'all feel like you can, if you could, you would. Guess what? We got Gunna out here catching passes from the jug machine. I ain't seen not a one of you NBA players out there even on the field. You niggas ain't even on the field. Okay, we got Krishan Rock out there, nigga, in shoulder pads and helmets, playing contact football. Okay, we got motherfucking retirees, old motherfuckers who retired and who's been disconnected from the game for years, coming out and getting pressed by rookies. Where are you niggas at?
You can't.
That's all I want to know. Stop talking about my sport and get your ass on the field. The reason why you haven't done it yet is because you're a bitch. Austin Rivers, I'm talking about you. Since you're so loud, you got all the time in the world, dog. All the time in the world. I hope this goes viral. I hope they tag. You're a bitch. Get your helmet and shoulder pads on.
You can't
come to the field.
They think because they go out to a barbecue with a Nerf football and catch a couple passes that they can step foot on an NFL football field against an NFL player and actually do something.
Put some cleats on.
No.
Put a helmet and shoulder pads on.
You have never put on shoulder pads and a helmet. Keep your goofy ass on the basketball court.
Stop talking about my sport. That's what that's where I'm at right now. Not even keep your ass in the basket. Stop talking about my motherfucking sport. If you not finna come out here and play this shit.
And my thing is, it's weird that they really think that, oh, nah, we can go play in the NFL. No, you can't.
Come do it.
You
Please.
can't.
Come play football. That's the thing. Fuck playing in the NFL. You bitch ass niggas can't even fucking come play football. Y'all too scared to get out here on the flag football field. So I know damn well y'all not putting on a helmet and shoulder pads and getting out there to get hit. The only reason why you're playing basketball is because you're a bitch.
Somebody put up that daggone flag game with him and with KD and LeBron and was like, see, look, put Kevin Durant lanky ass on an NFL football field, see what happens.
Put a defense. They put a whole bunch of niggas on the fucking basketball players on the fucking football field with no defenders on them and had these niggas go out there and play fucking catch. Bruh, like I keep saying, the only reason why you niggas play fucking basketball is because you're a bitch. That's literally it. Because everybody started off with one sport. Everybody's dad wanted them to play football. Everybody's mom put them in football to toughen them up. And guess what your ass did? You sat there, you got hit, and you fucking cried, and you bitched out so you can go to another motherfucking sport. I see it all the fucking time. This is the reason why. It's not because we don't think you niggas are athletic. It's not because we think you're slow and can't catch. No, it's literally because you're a bitch. That's quite literally the only reason why you niggas play basketball. It's because you tried one sport, you realize, hey, I really don't like getting hit, and I really don't like hitting people because I'm a bitch. So I'm going to go play a sport where I don't have to do that. That's perfectly fine. But stop talking about my sport like it's easy. Y'all don't do this shit for baseball. Y'all don't do this shit for fucking wrestling. Y'all don't do this shit for fucking badminton or fucking water polo. Why do you niggas feel like it's okay to talk about another professional's fucking sport or another professional's craft as if it's so fucking easy when none of you niggas have ever done it? You never taken the time to do it. Not even, like I said, get in front of a fucking jugs machine. So stop talking about my sport unless you finna get out here on the field. Y'all got money, y'all got resources, y'all got fucking time. A lot of you niggas who's doing all this talking, y'all don't play basketball no more. So you got money, you got resources, you got fucking time. If you not prepared to put
Jeff
some fucking
all of y'all that said it.
Best football equipment out there available. Trust me, I got it. I got the Zenith. I got the helmet. I got the fucking shadow shoulder pads where they don't even look like. I got it all. Okay. If I can pay for it as a regular smuggler person, you niggas with all this fucking podcast money and all this NBA money, y'all can pay for it. Get your helmet, get your shoulder pads, come on the motherfucking field, and show that you can play football. If not, shut your ass up because until further notice, you are a bitch.
I support that message from Mulich.
I also support the message, move.
And if anybody want to step to the field, I'm out my boot. Look, I'll show you my foot. I'm out my boot. I'll put my pads on, the shoulder pads on, and you can go heads with me anytime. Austin Rivers, Matt Barnes, any one of you basketball niggas that want to step on the field and do this and stop fucking talking about it. Get from behind the fucking screen with your little fucking fancy microphones and get on the fucking field. I'm ready anytime you niggas are. Most football players are. So until then, stop talking about my fucking sport because we know why you picked basketball. It's because you're a bitch. And the reason why I'm saying it like that is because I understand there's a lot of grown-ass men who get in their feelings about that fucking word. I'm saying it like that for a reason. You picked basketball because you're a bitch. Simple.
Bitch. You got to hold it. So, I told you today was going to be, I told you today was going to be crazy.
Did he drop the mic? He definitely did.
Well, it's MIC. He can't drop the mic. It's my brother. That's why I told you. Y'all can't let my brother in here. You crazy.
Oh, that good old brotherly love.
Niggas don't sit up there and fucking do this. Niggas don't do that shit for every sport. Y'all not finna sit up there and talk about baseball in that sense. Y'all not talking about fucking soccer in that sense. Y'all don't sit there and talk about badminton, fucking tennis.
Apparently, I forgot who said it. Somebody said that football requires the least amount of skill to play.
That's
really
bullshit.
Because I could have swore it was track and field because all you gotta do is get out there and fucking run. Yeah, West Coast, nigga, we out here, nigga. And I am still because he got my same birthday, April 19th.
I call him the Bay Area bully. That's what he do.
Yeah, pull up. I won't. I'm tired of this conversation because I want one of you niggas to fucking come to the field. Stop talking about it on your fancy ass fucking podcast. Get your ass on the field and do it. Kevin Hart been on the field. Gunna been on the field.
Austin Rivers going to?
Everybody on the field except you.
Austin Rivers went to Duke.
Well, tell Austin Rivers get on the field at Duke with the college athletes and tell them how it works out for him.
I just want y'all to get on the field and stop fucking talking about it because y'all talk about this way too fucking. Y'all bringing this fucking conversation up every single fucking year when you niggas need some fucking content to keep y'all relevant.
Like, bro, play your sport and shut up.
If you not ready to get on the field, shut your ass up. And yes, I'm calling you a bitch personally. Paul George, Austin Rivers, Matt Barnes. I don't give a fuck. I'm calling you a bitch because you're not gonna come out here and play. I know 50-year-olds who's out here on the fucking in the trenches right now.
Hey, Matt Barnes would be the first to tell you he wouldn't like Matt Barnes. Like, exactly. In high school, I was nice. I can't play in the NFL. He'll tell you. I guarantee you, Allen Iverson will tell you the same thing. And Allen Iverson held all the records for what you call it, where he grew up as a quarterback. He held all the records, and he'll sit there and tell you, "I play basketball because John Thompson gave me a chance." And I'm pretty sure he'd be like, "I can't play in the NFL after playing in the NBA."
No,
absolutely not.
Allen Iverson he said, "Look, he stopped playing football because he thought he was too small." I mean, I still think AI would have been a dope corner or a receiver or something.
Yeah, for sure. But I think so too.
I just want you bitch ass niggas to shut up and get on the field. If I don't see you niggas on the fucking field, the next podcast that has this fucking subject matter better be on the field, nigga. Y'all better be on the fucking football field at OTAs, at training camp, mini camp. I don't give a fuck. Nigga,
you know what we should do, Moolich? You got the hookup. Let Austin Rivers and Marshawn Lynch line up, and they can square it up.
They said
this ain't gonna turn out good for little light bright, bro. Y'all gotta stop. Don't even.
They said they can do it. They said that's fine. They said they can do it. No, y'all good. You feel me? Go ahead.
You know, Marshawn Lynch not in the league no more. Austin Rivers not in the league no more. They both got time. We can set it up. Put them in a little gauntlet drill. See what happens. Since it's so easy.
Let's see if y'all can tackle. Let's see if y'all can tackle Tavon. Let's just see that. Maybe we'll see if they can. We'll see if you can tag off on Tavon Austin. We'll see if you can even catch him.
Just put them through football drills. That's more than enough. Just put them through some football drills. That's more than enough.
Come to OTAs. This is the reason why I keep saying put your shoulder pads on, put your helmet on. Y'all can go out there. They have Dick's Sporting Goods. I know they got Dick's Sporting Goods at all 50 states. Okay, trust me, they do. All right. My shoulder pads came from Nevada. All right, like they got Dick's Sporting Goods where you niggas be at. So get your shoulder pads, get your helmet, go out to OTAs, and make some shit happen. Make some shit shake. You're not gonna do that because you a bitch though, huh? Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
They're not gonna do that. All right, so we got that. Moolah just turned up right now. I told you I'm gonna have to put some money behind this video. We're gonna have to blow this one up.
Come see me on the field if you're mad about it.
Any last words, Michael B? What we got?
Man, y'all know what it is. And in the words of my boy Boo Wop, I see y'all Monday, basket to basket. We'll be back here. We off for the weekend, y'all. Sorry, from the sidelines, off for the weekend. Then of course skip Tuesday, Wednesday, Gentlemen's Talk, Thursday, PVT. Right back here on Friday for the best damn football show on the internet. Period. Inside the Huddle. Appreciate y'all having me on here.
No problem. Anytime. Moo, what you got? All right, I feel like you ain't talked it out right now, but
hey man, y'all know what it is. Make sure y'all catch the rest of the shows. You feel me? Like we said, we probably gonna throw some chicken behind this video because we need this to get out to the masses. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, support. If you're on Facebook, make sure you share that video. If you missed the show, it's gonna be uploaded later on the audio and the Spotify and everything like that. Even though Spotify is being weird and it takes about 2 days for it to do it, but that's okay. It's enough for another time. My official final word is: fuck all you soft ass bitch ass basketball players that think you can play football. You know you niggas can't. You a bitch. That's why you play basketball, nigga. Because basketball starts with letter what? B for bitch. I'm gone.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I said, I second this. The I guess the B in NBA is for bitches. So we're gonna keep it, we're gonna keep
That's
it as
bitch association, because all you niggas some bitches.
yeah. Like I said, we can strap it up. My pads is in the closet too. There ain't nothing for me to just go grab it. I ain't hit nobody in a minute. No diddy.
My pads stay in my car. I'm ready. Whatever you niggas, I'll pull up to where you niggas at.
So
that man act like he got his shorts on underneath like back in the 2000s. Hey,
I
we
do.
can play game of 21 anywhere, my nigga.
Always. DJ Michael B, I never go anywhere without my shorts on underneath. I'm always ready for a game, okay? They better stop fucking playing with me, dog.
Nah, we got see me. This is another thing, Michael B. I'm trying to get Moolage. We want to do a music show. We want to do it bad because there's a lot of music that we want to get into. We want to talk to. Method Man, they're not doing Summer Jam no more because the crowd sucks. But they still rapping. They still gonna be rapping. They just not doing.
They can still go on tour and sell out like easily.
Yeah, no, the Summer Jam crowd didn't have no energy. I was watching the video. It looked stupid. All these young kids are retarded now. They don't. My bad. I didn't mean to say that. I don't want to get us demonetized.
Remedial. We like to use that word instead.
They're remedial.
Intellectually disabled.
Intellectually disabled. There we go. So, with that being said, it's been another Football Friday. We love it. We appreciate everybody coming through in the comments. My brother was going nuts. I got to figure out a way to get a hold of Mr. NBA. Where's he at? We gotta save his shit. I'm gonna get you on the show.
NBA highlights.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it because at least you come through. I appreciate you coming through. Like I said, we're gonna get this popping. NFL season is approaching. It's almost here.
Yeah, you niggas better be fucking rare, nigga. Better be fucking rare, nigga, because it's coming.
Mooley is still cursing.
Hell yeah. Fuck y'all. Y'all got turn up bitch ass basketball players. I don't fuck with you niggas, bro. Soft ass niggas.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the